This is CBS 8 News Live at 5.
Good evening and thank you for joining us. I'm Carlo Cicchetto. The city of San Diego files a countersuit against several of last year's flood victims, claiming they contributed to the damage. The city is currently facing lawsuits from more than 1,500 flood victims and says this is a response to those claims. CBS 8's Steve Price joins us live from Southcrest with details on the countersuit and reaction. Steve.
Well, Carlo, I can tell you that reaction is frustration. This channel overflowed 16 months ago, and some people out here still aren't back in their homes, and now they're being told they're to blame for what happened. When heavy rain overwhelmed the Chollas Creek flood channel in January of 2024, water and mud poured into homes. Streets flooded. Cars were pushed down the road. More than 1,500 victims sued the city for damages, saying it failed to maintain the creek bed. But now the city has filed a countersuit against 11 property owners, saying they contributed to the mess.
I was shocked. I was upset.
Attorney Evan Walker represents around 600 people suing the city, and 2 of his clients are named in the countersuit.
The city is sending a message here, was that it's not about justice. It's about retaliation. It's about intimidation. It's about threatening these flood victims that if you try to stand up for yourself, if you try to hold us accountable, we're coming after you.
The city alleges some homeowners downstream contributed to what happened because they either didn't maintain or manipulated drainage on their properties, causing the backing up of storm waters and flooding upstream and on adjacent properties, including cross-complainants' properties and easements.
So the city went from their defense being this is a 1,000-year storm. That's what caused it. And now the city's positioning some of these flood victims, they caused it.
The city attorney's office sent CBS 8 a statement saying, in part, the city has filed cross complaints against 11 parties that either have maintenance responsibilities for drainage facilities on their properties or took action on their properties that might have diverted or increased stormwater runoff. The city is continuing to investigate potential third parties' responsibilities in these lawsuits, and we are committed to getting a just outcome for all parties involved.
I don't think that's accurate. I think if you look at the city's actions, we're 18 months since the flood, and at no point has the city stepped up and tried to help these flood victims in any way.
By the way, no trial date has been set yet. A judge is still trying to consolidate and focus all of these cases. At this point, they are hoping to have a trial date sometime by the end of summer. We'll send it back to you, Carlo.
So much going on there, Steve. So what are both sides asking for in their lawsuits here?
Well, the residents who had damage are asking for millions of dollars in compensation, Carlo, not only to fix their homes, but to help them recoup a lot of the costs they had to put out to try and get their places ready. As for the city, they are hoping if they win that some of those residents will be responsible for what happened and will help cover some of the costs as well. And they're hoping that those residents won't be able to sue them in the future.
All right, we'll have to see how this goes forward in the court. Steve Price reporting for us. Thanks, Steve.